Welcome back. This is BrOlyGainz. Feel me? Thank you for liking. I don't got no likes yet, but we're gonna get that up in a second. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing my channel. I got a very, very special guest for you guys today. My friend right here, mentor, Cheyenne. Talk to him, bro.
What's good, people? Thanks so much for having me, man. I'm a life and relationship expert. We were just chopping it up, talking about everything men, relationships, dating, and just how to lead.
You feel me? You feel me? First of all, bro, let them know your social media so they can follow you on that as well.
Y'all can check me out right here on YouTube at Cheyenne Bostock, and all of my social media is also Cheyenne Bostock. I'll try to put it in the chat. I'm gonna go on my phone and check out this live and put it in the chat for y'all.
The link is gonna be in the description as well at the end of the video, guys, so you can check that out. Today, we've been talking about a lot of good stuff, as Cheyenne was saying, and we want to extend that knowledge to you guys as well. So here we are, and one of the topics that we were talking about today is how to be attractive and how to stay attractive and continue that energy to attract the things that you want. And Cheyenne, what's your job again?
I'm a life and relationship expert.
A life and relationship expert. So he's gonna tell us today his experiences and how does he motivate people in those ways that, have those type of deficiencies or problems. And bro, talk to me, man. Let me know, man.
Yeah, man. So we were chopping it up earlier, talking about the foundation. And a lot of people, they don't start there. If you talk to any construction worker, they're not doing any work without a blueprint.
That's a fact.
They need to see the
That's
blueprint. They
That's
need
a
to
fact.
know the most important thing is the foundation. I don't care how fancy your tools are, all your equipment, and whatever it is that you're building with. What's most important is where you start.
You feel me?
And a lot of men, they don't understand this about themselves, which is why a lot of them are not successful in dating, in relationships, in love, because they're not accountable for their foundation. They won't admit that their foundation was weak. They won't admit that they didn't have the right tools. They won't admit that they didn't have the right blueprint, which leads to what I was talking to you about earlier, which is not having the right vision. I see somebody commented money. Money has nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this.
First of all, let me give you a little backstory of my guy right here, which is why he says money. Why do you say money has nothing to do with this?
Because if you know who you are, and you do personal development work on yourself, and you understand the value that you have, you approach people with yourself. Not anything outside of yourself. You approach it with just you. So there's a lot of guys out there, they're approaching women with their car. They're approaching them with their fly pad. They're approaching them
fly
with
sneakers and clothes and
money and jewelry and trips and
let me take you on a date, girl, right?
But none of those guys, if you say, for example, because I'm an expert at this, I've been very successful at getting what I want out of life. Not just, just in business and in relationships, dating, etc. I know how to do this, and that's what I teach my clients how to do. And so if you put me in a room with Diddy, Jay-Z, all of these men who got all of this stuff, none of that matters when you're dealing with a guy like me, because I'm not using social status to attract a woman. I'm not using money. I'm not using cars. People are not looking to me as an opportunity. So if Jay-Z's in the room, Diddy's in the room, LeBron James is in the room, none of that matters. All that matters is I'm in the room too.
That's a fact.
So they don't know how much money I have. In fact, they're not even looking to me as the money guy. They're looking at Diddy, LeBron James, and Jay-Z as the money guys. They're looking at me as, who is he? They want to know who I am.
That's a fact.
And that's the only foundation I can stem from, is who I am, because they have no other information. What a lot of you guys need to do is focus on developing the story that women are reading about you and seeing about you. And so when you show up, the only story that they have is, he looks good, he smells good, He knows how to speak to a woman. He knows how to present himself. He has a sense of humor. He has charisma. He has confidence. He has esteem. He knows his value. He knows his worth.
Yep.
So the panties are gonna come off for that.
Not for the money, right?
Not for the money. You know, it's not about the money. And see, a lot of the problem is when a lot of guys, they don't feel like they're worth anything. They work more. Oh, I gotta work so I can get this money. I gotta stay on my grind. I gotta stay on my purpose so that women will be more attracted to me. I'm like, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna show up and I'm gonna tell her a joke. Hey, how you doing? Long time no see. She's gonna be like, do I know you? I'm like, you don't recognize me? She's gonna be like, no. I'm like, well, I'm a lot taller on television. I used to play for the Lakers. Right? And she'll bust out laughing just like that. And I was like, my name is Kobe Bryant, right? God, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I used to love using that joke. I don't use it anymore. But right away, I brought her guards down.
Yeah.
I brought her guards down,
and
fact. I'm connecting with her on a human level. Why am I doing that? Why aren't I leading with, oh my God, you're so beautiful, I want to take you out on a date? Why am I offering this woman a date? I just met her. I work hard for my money. Why would I offer her a date? She needs to be offering me a date.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? She's honored to be in my presence. And that's what you guys have to view yourself as the king, as the president, as the CEO, and stop lowering yourself every time you see a beautiful woman. You need to get more experience with beautiful women. If you love beautiful women, go out and get yourself more experience with beautiful women so that you can stop putting them up here and start putting them on the same level and then establishing where each of you stands. Because sometimes people are above you, sometimes they're beneath you, sometimes they're on the same level. People on the same level, they make great friends.
Yep.
They make great business partners. You don't want nobody below you as a business partner or a love interest or anything like that. And you have to, and we're talking about being attractive.
Yep.
All of this is how you view yourself.
That's very true.
Man, when I show up in the world, it's crazy because I go to the gym early in the morning and I feel so good. I'm like, I'm up early, I've worked out, and it's not even 8 a.m. yet. So I'm leaving from the gym and I see people on their way to work looking like zombies. And they look so miserable. And I'm like, wow, how could they come out of the house at breakfast time looking so miserable?
Yeah.
I'm totally aware of how I look and how I feel, even that early in the morning. Why? Because I'm trying to attract stuff to me all day, every day.
That's a fact.
I'm a magnet.
That's a fact.
I'm a magnet. You have to view yourself as a magnet. Either your magnet is turned on or it's turned off.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want it to be is off. Because whether or not you're intentional about what you're attracting, you're going to attract people to you all day, every day.
Negative, positive, all the
everything
energy
in
around
between.
the world, yeah.
And you want to be strategic. That's what I teach my clients, how to be strategists. How to be able to influence what you're attracting. This hat, for example, man.
Yeah, they just said someone just said, so to get girls, I get a fancy hat and they'll be totally off guard.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, when I rock this hat, man, I get stopped all the time. And it's just an angle that people use to open up conversation with me. And that's great. You want to use some things that will help draw people to you.
Yeah, just a conversation starter.
Let me show you something. Grab that blue yoga mat real quick.
Okay.
Grab it so I can use it in the video. You know what difference it'll make if I walk around with this? Today it's a hat. If I walk around with this, you think I'm going to attract more or less women? I'm going to attract more.
That's a fact.
And I don't even have to use this thing. I can just walk around with it. I can walk around with this thing and they're gonna be like, oh, what yoga studio do you go to? I actually don't go to a yoga studio. I was trying to find one. What yoga studio do you go to?
Word.
So maybe you'll invite me to the next lesson.
I need help, you know? We can help each other.
So now there's an opportunity to connect with someone on a human level.
That's
See,
a fact.
Where a lot of guys mess up is they try to go directly, which is nothing wrong with this, but it depends on who you are and the type of energy that you're putting out.
Yeah.
I'm the type of guy, I can go direct, you know, because I've done a lot of work on the inside of me and psychological training to where I understand how to read a room and assess a situation and pick up visual cues to see if it's safe to approach someone or appropriate to approach someone. But a lot of guys, they're going out there and they just approach.
Hey, ma, miss, shorty, hey, come here. That's not working, man. Stop that, fellas.
They go directly for it, and they just frighten the woman. They scare the hell out of the woman, because they're unaware of themselves and the environment. But what they can do is they can find visual cues. Like this guy, you can look at him, and like even as a guy, I could be like, yo, are you a personal trainer? He wouldn't feel threatened by that approach.
No.
It makes sense for me to ask that question.
Like you look like you work out.
Right. Right. And so one thing that I do when I see a woman sometime, I walk up to her, I have fun. If I'm not having fun, I don't do it. I never approach a woman with the serious phase, oh, I think you're so beautiful, I just want to know if I can have an opportunity to, man, forget all of that stuff. I walk up to a woman and be like, I got 3 chances to guess what you do for a living. You're either a model, a dancer, or an athlete. And I probably get it right or wrong, but either way, she's having fun, I'm having fun, and she understands I don't view her as someone as above me. I'm just trying to have fun with this and approach you like I approach anybody. Why do I do that? Because I'm valuable and I'm asking you questions to see how you respond to me. So if you're not responding respectfully, you're not responding in a positive way, you just failed the test, showing me that you don't deserve any more of my time.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I like what you said to me earlier too, about being direct, but in a comedic, comical way, where you said to a woman that, remember what you said? I love your dress. Your husband must love your curves.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to find out if a woman is single, in a relationship, or married. Now sometimes to her, it doesn't matter whether she's single, in a relationship, or married, and that's not your responsibility to figure out, because it's her responsibility if she's in a relationship or marriage to tell you. So if you walk up to a woman and you say, oh my God, that dress looks so beautiful on you, I bet your husband loves it. Some women who are married and unhappy, they'd be like, right? And so that right there gives you a lot of information. On how to proceed. You didn't get an answer. She didn't tell you whether...
Tiffany Scott laughing.
She didn't say, oh yes, I'm married. She didn't say, no, I'm not married. She didn't, but she did give you information. And so you can decide how you want to move forward with that.
And wait, on top of that too, the next time you see her, she's probably gonna, the way that her demeanor was in the beginning, it's probably gonna change. She's probably gonna be more receptive or open to saying hi to you, or probably starting a conversation with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Women need to feel safe, fellas. If you're this big buff guy, confident, you got so much charisma and energy, some women might find that intimidating and frightening. So finding an indirect or comedic way to approach a woman will increase your chances of her responding favorably to you. You have to understand the opposite sex, and you also have to understand yourself. You have to understand who you are and what you mean to the world. So if you're a guy who's always in fancy suits, you got a luxury vehicle, all of this stuff, whatever, it's your energy, the way you present yourself, women will see that and be like, oh man, I can't afford to be with a guy like that. Why is he talking to me? Why would he want to be with a woman like me? But when you come at her on a down-to-earth level, joking with her, playing around with her,
just having fun,
making her feel safe, she's much more open to have that down-to-earth, regular conversation with you, which will lead into personal details of her life, which will lead into, do you live in the area? And then, after you guys have had the regular conversation for about 2, 3, 5 minutes, you say, well, listen, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I would love to connect with you. Maybe we can grab coffee, tea, or something like that. Why don't you take my number, and if you're interested, you hit me back. That's one thing a lot of guys need to learn.
Because a lot of guys are fiending for the girl's number. They want to try to get the girl's number immediately. Can I have your number? Can I take you on a date? Can I have your number so I can take you on a date?
I don't want the number.
Yeah, you said no.
I don't want the number.
You gave her your number and ask her to hit you up whenever she's ready.
Yeah.
Whenever she has time.
If you're interested. Only
she's
if you're interested. If you're not interested, I don't want to hear from you. At all. And if I see you again, it's all good. I won't make it awkward. There'll be no hard feelings. You answered me. You said you're not interested.
That's a fact.
By not texting me.
That's a fact.
So now, now you're gonna get one of these. Good day, ma'am.
Good day. Yes, with a ma'am. Good day, ma'am.
And so, you know, a lot of guys, you need to be more confident. See, that takes confidence.
Yeah.
To be able to see a woman who's so beautiful, so gorgeous, and be willing to risk never hearing from her again. Yeah. That's an abundance mindset, fellas.
Yeah.
You have to understand that a block later, there's gonna be another one that you can try the same routine with. The same exact routine. Oh my God, look at those yoga pants on you. You know what? I was just thinking about taking up yoga. Would you believe that? What yoga studio do you go to? You know what I'm saying? Is it around here? Oh, you're a teacher. Well, maybe we can do some one-on-one lessons. How about that?
You see it?
You know what I'm saying? It's being able to release and let go, because the scariest thing is someone treating you like you're their only option. Women don't like that, fellas. They don't like to feel like she is your only option. You're texting her
every second, every
double
minute,
texting,
calling just to see. She just left the house. You're calling to see if she made it to her friend's house okay.
You're always accessible, always available. You seem like you're never working. You know, you just
it's over for you.
You know, she wants to feel like you're interested, but you're focused. You're always busy with your work, but never too busy for her.
Yep.
She likes that and she respects that. And it'll make you more attractive to her, because she's like, wow, this guy is so busy, but he's still trying to schedule time with me.
He's making time for me.
He's making time for me.
So that means that she will respect your time as a man.
You have to have a schedule for yourself, fellas. You can't be on some, what's today?
Today is Tuesday, yep.
And then she hits you up, hey, are you available 6 p.m. tonight? You gotta say, oh no, ma, I'm actually working on something. I need more notice. But maybe we can schedule something for what, Friday, 7 p.m. It's gonna get wet. It's just gonna get wet because she's thinking about how you are so disciplined and so focused that not even this beautiful, curvaceous woman can throw you off your game.
Nope.
She might feel a certain way at first, but in the back of her mind, she's like, I like a man like that.
Yep.
I like a man who is focused. Because if that was my man, I know that he would stay focused and not let anyone deter him from his work.
Yep.
That's the type of man I want to be with. See, fellas, when it comes to being attractive, you have to know that the answer is in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror and find the answer. You keep blaming women.
Can't blame them. Nope.
My baby mama this.
Nope.
My ex was this.
Nope.
Oh, that girl, she's so stuck up.
Nope.
No, it's your energy, bro. It's you. Women respond to masculine energy.
Facts.
Masculine energy doesn't care. Masculine energy is selfish.
Yep.
And women respond to that. When you say no, oh my God,
no
women love it.
Exactly.
Women love it. I'm not saying say no all the time, but
let
your no be no,
yeah,
and let your yes be yes.
Exactly.
That shows a woman that you are decisive. That shows a woman that you are clear. That shows a woman that you have vision. And that shows a woman that you know how to stand firm on what you say. And there's nothing more important to a woman than a man who's a man of his word.
I remember you was telling me earlier about an experience he had that that's why I love talking to this guy, because I learned so much, especially being in my age and my experience, because I'm not one that's very new to the game, but it's always good to be around guys that help you learn more. But I remember earlier you said to me that you told a girl to go on a date at a specific time. You went there, told her to be there at 7 o'clock. All right, you went there, and she gets there like 8 o'clock. You're still there, and you know, you said to
He's
her,
exaggerating. I would never wait that
so
long.
he said 7:15. He said he got there at 7 o'clock. She got there at 7:15, and he said, "Hey, first round is on you, cause you know I thought we were supposed to be here at 7."
Yeah, yeah.
And then what happened?
It's a standard, fellas. You gotta have a standard. Always, in everything you do, don't let a woman slide on anything. But it's not just women. Don't let a dude slide either. You was late. What happened?
You know,
what I say?
He let me know. He's like, "Hey, bro, I thought we were supposed to be here."
I said we said 2 p.m. right?
2 p.m. I was like, "Shit, yo, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, bro."
So when
I
he got
take
here,
accountability of it for my actions.
And when he got here, I said, "Yo, hit these 100 push-ups."
But I couldn't. If he did say that, I couldn't feel bad because I know that you know it was my fault that I was late. You know what I mean? So if you know that you're in the moment, for example, wait, go back to what you said earlier. You said she came at 7:15. You ask her, "Hey, first round's on you."
Yeah.
And she says no. What happens?
It was nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you. You take care. You have a great evening.
He's leaving.
Why? It's a sign that they don't respect your time when they do that.
See?
Because when he was late and I addressed it, I was like, we said 2 p.m., right? He apologized immediately and took accountability. And that was all I needed. That was all I needed. And that's how men do. Yeah. Now, if he would have come at any other angle, I'd have been like, yo, I can't rock with you. And that's all we care about, ladies. So if a guy's setting up something with you, you need to quickly apologize and show that you are willing to make amends. Offer, hey, first round's on me. That shows that you respect your time. He shouldn't have to come out and say first round's on you. And you shouldn't feel any type of way if he does say first round's on you, because that shows that you are a woman who is willing to be accountable for her actions. Remember, this is the first date. Yeah. If you're trying to get to a relationship or marriage, what he's going to see is you're not willing to be accountable. So why would he want to have a long-term relationship with a woman who doesn't take accountability?
I'm going to think that she can't afford it.
Oh, worse.
First of all, yeah. That's my first thought, because I'm the only reason why I'm going to judge her in that way, because I know that a woman's going to judge a man in that way as well. Mm-hmm. You know, and so I'm going to be as even in that playing field, because I feel like that's how you should be. So if you look at me as a woman and say, "Oh, take me on a date," and I'm like, "Oh, I can't afford it," automatically, my whole, a lot of women, that energy that you had with me goes down. Now, as a man, if I said to you, "Hey, first round is on you," and you look at me and you act the type of way, I'm gonna think automatically you can't afford it, which makes me think that I don't need you in my life if you can't afford to buy us 2 drinks. You know what I mean? 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, even though I don't care if the drinks was $50 each. Mm-hmm. And it cost $100. First round is on you, baby girl.
Right. and for everybody who's wondering what my YouTube channel is, I just put it in the chat. Y'all can check me out. My social media handle is Cheyenne Bostock. But that's another thing. Ladies, you got to show up with your own money.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Yeah. Just
because a guy is leading and he's showing that he could be a provider on that first date, that doesn't mean that he's paying for every date. I get this question a lot. Women ask me, how do I get a guy to take me out on, how do I get a guy to go out on more dates with me? I say, pay for him.
That's a fact. What?
Simple.
You take me on a date? Oh man.
Simple.
I'm gonna pay her back in trying to reciprocate that love by paying for the next date. Honestly.
Yes, because guess what, ladies? That's how we do. That's how boys do. If I say, "Yo, let's go out for drinks tonight," I ask you, I might get the first round.
I got the second round.
And then
it's
next time he might hit me up, "Yo, Shy, let's go out for a drinks." He got the first round. He's not gonna be buying my drinks all night. That's not how we do. A lot of you ladies are y'all experience dates with men who pay all night. And what that is a man who doesn't know his value and his worth. He's being taken advantage of. I would never do that to him. He would never do it to me. Yep. He wouldn't respect me if I let him do that to me. Yep. And vice versa. So you ladies are getting by. You're getting by when a guy will buy round after round after round. That doesn't make any financial, economic sense. And you shouldn't want to be with the man who would do that because it shows he's not fiscally responsible.
At all.
That's not fiscally responsible to wine and dine a woman with no return. I always tell
tricking.
women.
You're tricking.
I tell women that a date is not a gift. It's an investment.
That's a fact. This
a
is a
man
business.
is looking for a return
Yep.
on a smart man is
Yep.
looking for a return on his investment.
Yep.
There's some guys out there that'll just take a woman out, date number 1, date number 2, date number 3, date number 4, with nothing in return. When I say nothing, whatever it is that you want, I don't care if it's food. I wrote a book called Food, Sex, and Peace of Mind, what a woman needs to know to keep a man. And I titled it that because when it comes to a woman, what a man wants from her is these 3 things: food, sex, and peace of mind.
That's a fact.
So ladies, if you're wondering why this guy approached you at the gym, food, sex, and peace of mind, why is this guy stopping you after church? Food, sex, and peace of mind.
Let's
why
go.
is this guy on the train trying to holler at you? Food, sex, and peace of mind.
Go.
That's what he wants from you. So
That's
if he's taking you out on dates, that's his investment in you. Now, let's bring this to business. If you invest in me and I don't give you a return, and I promised you, or that's our agreement that I'm going to give you a return every time you invest in me, and I don't give you the return, are you going to continue to invest in me?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. That's wasting my money and wasting my time.
Right. And that's exactly how a man who knows his value and worth feels about his time, his energy, and his money. See, a lot of you ladies are getting lucky because you're so beautiful. And there's a lot of guys who see a beautiful woman and they associate that with value. And so since they think that you're valuable and sometimes more valuable than himself, he's going to pour into you even though you don't deserve it. And so a lot of you have been conditioned to think, oh, I deserve a date. How? I just met you.
Exactly.
That is mind-blowing.
Where am I going to even take you? I don't even know what you're interested in.
I have no idea if you're a vegetarian,
Exactly.
if you're lactose intolerant, you can't even have ice cream. I don't know.
But we're at an ice cream shop.
Right. I'm like, I don't know if you drink none of these things, but you deserve a date. You haven't done anything. You haven't said anything or done anything to prove to me that you deserve this date. What did I say? What did Joshua say?
Joshua says, but food, sex, and a peace of mind
isn't what most women are looking for. There needs to be substance in it more than that. Now let me correct Joshua. I said men
are looking for
food, sex, and peace of mind.
Yeah, men.
And
women,
let me address that. Who cares what women want?
it's about what you want as a man.
Who cares? If me and him go out tonight and I say I want sex tonight, I don't care if a woman's looking for a husband. What the
or looking for a drink,
or
looking for a relationship, or looking for.
My goal is my goal.
You want to get some box.
I'm focused on my goal.
That's a
what
fact.
I want.
That's a fact.
Fellas,
come on.
You gotta focus on being a man.
Yeah.
Being a man is all about you.
Yep.
You, not your credit score. You.
Yep.
And if you're able to focus on that, what women are gonna see is you walking in a straight line. That is the most attractive thing a woman could ever see.
Militant.
Because that straight line signifies purpose and vision. And that's the only type of man a woman wants to be with.
Yep.
And a lot of these women are dating multiple men, in relationships with multiple men, because they're trying to find the dude that's walking in a straight line. So if you're the guy who's walking in a straight line, you're going to be able to easily attract her because you're different from every other guy in the world who's going like this.
That's
you're going,
a fact.
You're going like this. You're easily swayed. Oh, let's go to Disney World. You'll go. Oh, let's go to the West Coast. You'll go. Let's do a road trip. Let's go camping. You're doing all of this stuff. But the man who's going in a straight line is like, no, I'm going someplace. Are you coming or not?
Facts.
Leadership. That's what women want. If you let a woman lead you, you're going to be broke, first of all.
That's a fact.
You're going to be miserable.
You're going like this.
You're going to be resentful. And she's not going to respect you. You know who she's going to respect? When she sees a dude like me walking in that straight line. She's going to be like, oh, who's that?
Is that your friend? Why don't you be more like your friend? And then once you have your woman saying something like that to you,
it's a wrap.
It's over.
It's a wrap. And listen.
It's over.
It's all about you taking accountability for yourself, brothers.
Yes.
It's always your fault. If for the remainder of this year, a woman convince you, oh, you know what, we haven't gone on vacation in a while.
Yeah.
And you do it, that's on you. $3,000 down the drain.
Yeah.
And now you angry, you on a trip, you angry about it because you're thinking about all the work you could have been doing and how much money you could have been making and what you could have been doing with your time, but you let her decide that you're going to take a vacation because she feels y'all need a vacation. What you need to do is tell her, okay, you can go on a vacation. I don't need a vacation.
That's a fact.
You go on a vacation. So now the responsibility is on her to figure out the funding,
all the shit she needs,
scheduling, everything. So she can find the friends, she can find everything she needs to go on the vacation that she needs. Now, when you need a vacation, you tell a woman, we're going on vacation.
That's it.
And that's the end of it.
She's going to go whenever you tell her.
Whenever you tell her.
She's going to be happy and willing, you know. I see someone ask, I see two questions that I like. Salvador asked, he said, I believe, what about the importance of image?
In what capacity? Like how you look?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
how important is image, and especially on a first meeting, or you know what I mean, things like that. Yeah, a first date, or just talking to somebody, just meeting somebody on the street. Generally, you know, image is very important. But what would you think about that?
I stay fly. I take time. I take my time. Even when I'm going to the gym, I wash my hair. I wash my hair every morning, even though I know I'm going to take a shower after the gym.
Let's go.
I wash my hair. I put my beeswax in. I brush it over to the get my comb over going, so that my curls and my waves are
looking
flowing,
all good,
and it's shining.
You feel me?
And they're probably looking at me like, wow, I just rolled out of bed. No, I wash my face. I make sure that I'm smelling good with the shea butter, all of that stuff. Sometimes spray a little something, sometimes, but I know that I am a public figure. Mm-hmm. And so I can't be caught off guard. What kind of life coach would I be?
That's
what kind of relationship coach would I be if you catch me looking crazy?
That's a fact.
Smelling crazy.
That's a fact.
And just in bad energy.
That's a fact.
I meditate every morning.
Let's go.
Every morning.
Let's go.
Before I go anywhere, and I'm constantly listening to motivation. On my way to the gym, why not? I put my speaker on. I just walk around my house, and I'm listening to good information every morning.
Beautiful energy, just starting your morning, especially starting your day like that, guys, will impact the rest of your day and the people that are around you, because it will put you in a better mood, and you will also interact with those people and a lot better than you waking up out the bed angry, looking like you're angry, and now guess what, everybody around you is angry at you. You know what I mean?
And even down to the wardrobe. You know,
that's a fact.
You gotta make sure that your sneakers are clean.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that your gloves are smelling good.
You feel me?
You know, your workout gloves, and you got outfits that complement your body.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because you want people to walk up to you and question you. Are you a personal trainer? Are you a model?
What do you do?
What do you do? We're talking about attraction here, right?
Yeah.
You got to be strategic about this.
Very strategic.
I don't leave anything to chance.
That's a fact.
Nothing is left to chance. Mm-hmm. When I leave a place,
mm-hmm.
the women are like, who was that? Who is that? Who was that? It's never, oh, I didn't notice you. No, even down to my bike. My bike is fly. I can't just ride any bike. I have to look fly when I'm riding my bike.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So
matching socks, everything.
I see someone says attention seekers. Now, I find that when you look good,
you feel good.
You feel good.
Yeah.
So if you wake up in the morning knowing that you are especially groomed, meanwhile you're talking to other people and you have to coach them, or you're giving them some type of inspiration, and they look like they just rolled out of hell. I believe leading is the best way to be as an example. So if you're going to be telling people how they should live their lives or what they should do in their lives, you should smell good, you should look good, because you should be confident. And one of the ways of doing that is, as Cheyenne just said, getting up early in the morning, meditating, listening to good music, cleaning and washing your skin.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself.
Yeah, and it's not about attention from other people.
No.
It's about feeling a sense of accomplishment.
Those little things.
If you are a guy who isn't confident in yourself, you have low self-esteem, you can start by little things. Brushing your teeth.
Let's go.
Washing your face.
Let's go.
Grooming your beard.
Let's go.
Lining yourself up.
You feel me?
Putting on something that makes you feel good. These are accomplishments. Like, yo, I'm intentional about the things that I'm doing. I'm doing what I said I was going to do. That builds up esteem and confidence. You can do, how many, I think I saw you, I know you can do 30 pull-ups.
Oh, absolutely.
You're confident because you do it every day.
Yep.
I'm confident I can brush my teeth because I do it every day.
Yep.
Wash my feet, do it every day.
Yep.
Anything you do every day builds your confidence.
Yep.
It makes you feel good about yourself. You don't do pull-ups because for other people.
Hell no.
You do it for yourself.
For me.
When you do those 30 pull-ups, 30 plus pull-ups, you're like, I did this.
Hell, what?
I can do this. Oh man. And then you start going more.
And that's what I was about to say, believe it or not. That's why I give myself so many reps at times, because it's like, oh, can I do that? Or, you know, I'm going to do 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 pull-ups. And guess what? The last set is the best. The last set, knowing that I just finished all of those reps. Oh my gosh. Nobody can tell me anything. I run around feeling like a king after that. And those little things help me to build confidence in myself.
And that's what it's about. Feeling like a king or a queen afterwards. I know there's a lot of women out there who don't work out at all.
Yeah.
So they don't have that feeling that you just described of actually feeling like a queen. It's popular to say, oh, I'm a queen, but that's just words. They don't really feel like it.
I definitely have to agree with that, because I find that women do a lot of different things that it's a little bit more superficial to be able to find that, you know what I mean, confidence. And I find that if men do that, we're looked at differently, you know? Like certain guys, when they go bald and they do put the hair stuff in their scalp. Listen, if you're on a date and the woman that you're on a date with has a wig on, right? She should not be looking at you any differently because you put some stuff in your scalp to be able to get some hair. You know what I mean? It's an equal playing field. From there, y'all should just go up together. Y'all could both be in the beauty salon, beautician, getting your hair done together. You know what I mean? But it's not like that. A woman is gonna sit there and look at you with her wig on like, ew, why are you as a man trying to make yourself look better?
Because she thought she was the only one that could be fake. She's like, I didn't know we were gonna be a team being fake. I thought me being fake was a secret. Now y'all doing it too? I'm like, they got fake breasts, fake butt, fake lips, fake hair, fake lashes, and want a real man.
And want a real man.
Right? And want a real man. It's incredible.
Oh my gosh. I just had a good question. And we actually talked about this a little earlier because this was one of my moments. But someone just asked, what's your worst simp moment in your life?
I'm gonna think about it, but I'm gonna put the disclaimer and say that I don't have a whole lot of experience simping.
Let them know, bro.
Because I've always been, I was popular in high school. I was popular in college. I played ball in high school at St. Anthony. We were like superstars. You know, same thing in college. And, you know, I went to school in Texas, so I was the man. I was from Brooklyn. You know, I had the flavor and all the swag and all of that stuff. I was like a king down there. Didn't have a car, didn't have any money, like most college students. So you just had to have a mouthpiece. And when you're from New York, you got to get the gab, you got the swag. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're in these positions, when you are used to not using money and you just to get what you want, and you're just used to using yourself, simping. I'm like, what is simping? You took her out on a date? You bought her drink. You bought her drinks. I thought you just said that you won a championship. Why isn't she buying you a drink? So I don't have a whole lot of experience, but I do have one story where I was taken for a ride. So there was a girl. She was a model. She graced the covers of magazines and stuff like that. and I pedestalized her. You know what I'm saying? But she told me that she wanted to be friends. That's the kiss of death. And so I was like, okay, cool. I said, well, let's get together anyway and connect. But you know, I already explained how friends operate. You know, going Dutch and stuff like that. So you know, I met her someplace and she picked me up. Now the funny thing was, she had $100 bills all over the car. I don't know where. But we went out. We went for sushi. I don't normally do sushi. I love sushi. I do a lot of sushi now. But back then, this was like 8-10 years ago. I was much younger too, so less game. I'm a beast now. And so she ordered everything on the sushi menu.
Damn.
And not to mention,
Sheesh.
I wasn't as financially abundant, let's just say, as I am now. And so the bill came, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you don't have it, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It was $80. And that's a lot when you're not used to taking women out. I told you, I'm like, whoa, $80? What do you think? Money grows on trees? That was the most I ever spent on a woman. That's why I'm trying to tell you, I don't have a lot of experience sipping. I don't do this. I just, you know. Anyway. But, so the bill came. I love telling the story because it gets better. The bill came and I paid for it. I was smooth with it. I was like, oh, all right, $80, no problem. Boom, dropped the card. And she said, do you want to go someplace else? To a drive-in movie that serves drinks? I said, no, not really. And she's like, what about you want to go to a regular bar? I was like, all right. So we get there, we order around, and I said, so this one's on you. And she was like, no. I said, why not? She goes, I don't want to. And I said, well, we're friends. And this is what friends do. Like, I got the last one, you get this one. And she was like, she had an attitude. And so she reluctantly went to the car, grabbed one of her $100 bills, and paid for it. That's because I had a standard. I was like, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to take advantage of me. You're not going to use me like simps. And so I redeemed myself. So I wasn't a simp. I redeemed myself. But she dropped me off after that. And then the next day she said, you know what? I talked to some of my friends about what happened last night. And, you know, I just don't like how you handled me. And, you know, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to see you again. I said, good riddance, because I don't have friends like you. I don't want friends like you. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably used to using guys like that. And I said, you're not going to use me like that. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know, I should have robbed her. All them $100 bills she I should have.
Hey, yo.
I should have said, no problem. What you want?
and this guy's a great guy, because, you know, a lot of guys some guys would have did that. You know what I mean? So that I'm really glad that you was able to get over that. Yeah, you know what I mean, over that sim situation. But you know, for me, mine was more similar to the story that you told earlier to me, where I was talking to a girl, and you know, I don't know how, she was hot. I don't remember how old I was, but I was very young. She was a bartender of some sort. I got her number, and I don't know how, but she ended up coming to my crib. You know, I think that the weather was bad or whatever, but now she's in my crib. I didn't know what to do with it, man. I tried to be nice, you know, and I made sure she stayed over there across the room. I stayed over here, you know, talked her to death, and then paid for her cab to go home. Yeah. She never came back again. Ever. Oh man. From that, I think that's when my dating days started to end. Around that time, because I started to learn, like, I was going on dates that I would be with the girl, and it just dawned on me at times. I'm on a date. I remember I was on a date with a girl one time, and this is when I stopped simping, because I'm like, yo, this is just unbelievable. I'm sitting there, and we're on this date, and we're having some drinks, and we at the table, and I asked her name, where she's from, you know, those basic questions. she's not really asking me nothing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
man.
She's not even asking. She's not even, how are you today? How are you today? Nothing. You know what I mean? She don't want to know nothing. So now I'm about to finish this drink and get another one. But I'm not getting her a drink because she doesn't even want to talk to me. So I just said to her, I'm like, hey, I can see that you're not really that interested because of you know what I mean, the way that this conversation is going. You don't really have none. So what was your purpose of coming on this date? You know, being open and honest. And then she let me know you were highly recommended from a friend.
What?
Sexually.
Oh. not bad. Hey.
You'll never know what happens unless you are honest, guys. Honesty is the best policy. That's the moral of the story. Honesty is the best policy. You'll never know what can happen in any relationship, in any situation, if you know, unless you be honest.
Yeah, but you know, back to what we were discussing about, you know, attraction.
Yeah.
Because what I think what a lot of guys ultimately want is they want to be able to repeat something that's working. And so what you need to understand, fellas, is this whole magnetism thing. There's a magnet inside of you that you have to work on and turn on every time you go somewhere.
Yep.
For example, if you're wearing a suit, the difference between wearing white tube socks and matching socks or some colorful socks, something that will draw a woman's attention and attract her, is night and day. Because the white tube socks,
that's a fact.
The white tube socks will get you clowned. She's like, oh no, I'll never date that guy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And everything else could be great about you, but the mistake was the tube socks. But if you take the time to actually hand select socks that complement everything else that you're wearing, it shows that you're self-aware.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Little things.
That's important. It's like, for example, if a guy, let's say a guy likes to smoke weed, right? But we going into church. Normally he would rock his blunt right here. But come on, brother. We going into church. Come on, you gotta be a little bit more self-aware. So if a dude is doing that, it's like, yo, I can't rock with you. I can't rock with you like that. You're not self-aware.
That's a fact.
And so you're not gonna be able to attract the type on the level that I attract. And so what you're gonna do is detract. And distract people from me just from being next to me. So that's why you gotta evaluate yourself first. And then evaluate your circle.
That's a fact.
Because there's people around you who could be blocking you from attracting money, relationships, opportunities that'll help you get to the next level.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. And that's why I love to play. I love to say that life is like a game of chess, because everyone that's around you is like a chess piece, and you should know what everyone is there for, because they have a reason. If you have someone in your life and you don't know why they're there, just cut them off.
I always say,
just cut them off. It doesn't make any sense to continue that relationship.
I always say, I always put out tweets about relationships and stuff. I always say that if you've known a person for a long time, and that person has not adding any value to your life, then that should be the end of the relationship, because it's time.
That's a fact.
Because if a person is not growing with you, they're either holding you back or just complacent.
That's true. That's hella true.
And sometimes what happens is we know people from elementary school, middle school, high school, college.
Back in the days.
Back in the day. And they think just because we've known each other for a long time that we need to continue building. And the only people that you need to build with are the people who are actually adding value to your life. You have to remember, you have a lot of value. And so people from elementary, middle school, high school, they're going to look at that value and try to extract some of that value from you. And sometimes they won't bring any value to you. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to capitalize off of your emotions and the fact that there's familiarity. And see, you know what? Hey, yo, Brody, can I get a free personal training session? Yo, can you put together a meal plan for me for the next 3 months? Oh, no, I ain't got no money. I'm just trying to get my life together, man. Come on, we go back to middle school, high school, man. You got to stay away from people like that who don't come, yo, hey, I do photography. Maybe I can do a photo shoot and you can do a personal training session for me. Exchanging value. If there's no exchange of value, there's no relationship. And that's how you have to evaluate your relationship with your family members, your friends, your romantic partners.
Everyone.
Is there an exchange of value? And that's it. You'll have your answer on the type of relationship that you have based off the value that's being exchanged. If you feel like, oh man, I just love how this person keeps showing up in my life. I love how this person is so supportive. I love how this person is constantly encouraging me and affirming me. That's value to me. So I want to pour back into that person. If you can't even think of the value someone's adding, you have no memory. You're like, man. It's time to let that thing go.
Bye-bye.
For real.
You have to understand that, guys, because that's very key to moving forward in life. A lot of people, you know, get into a relationship and then those relationships end and then they become depressed, they become saddened because they're not in those relationships. No, they're not in those relationships anymore. But realizing that those relationships were detrimental to them or destructive to their lifestyles. But yet you're still sad over that relationship, yet you're still sitting there trying to get over it. Remember these things and it will help you get over the relationship, help you get over those times when you feel as if you're depressed because of a relationship, because of a status that you and a person doesn't have anymore. Because it's all about you. It's your world. You're living in your world, walking around on this planet of Earth. So what's more important, how I feel about when I see you or how you feel walking outside every single day? You know, so guys, remember, first of all, shout out to my guy Cheyenne, man. Shout out to my guy Cheyenne, guys. We're gonna start this podcast. What do you guys think? You think we should start this podcast? Because I think that this is lit. We got 111 people up here. I don't know why we only have 84 likes, guys. Y'all know the rules. More likes than views. Let's break the algorithm. You feel me?
Yeah.
Guys, I also would like to know, because we talked about this earlier, but I would like to know your experiences or your mindset on this as well. Because I told you about this earlier, but you know, I want the people to understand this. Mr. Neil, Journey Neil, I see you, bro. I see that you're trying to make a name for yourself. So DM me, bro, and we could work. Feel me? Collaboration over competition every day, bro. You feel me? Otherwise, I want to ask my brother a question here, and I remember we were talking about this earlier, and I was telling you that I had a friend that had not he had not come in contact with a woman for about 6 months. You know what I mean? And he did not. That wasn't his intention. I had another coworker who has not touched a woman in 3 years. What do you think about this? What are your thoughts on that?
Most people don't take action until they're in enough pain. They don't make a change until they're in enough pain. There are people who are in relationships, in marriages, they're living with their partners. And, you know, sometimes they complain here and there, but you got to leave people who complain alone sometimes. Because when it's painful enough, they'll get help. I remember recently, just a few months ago, I had a root canal. Because I was in pain for about a week before I did something about it. The pain grew gradually. But on day 1, it wasn't enough pain for me to go to the dentist. Neither on day 2, 3, 4, 5. It got to the point where I tried to bite something soft. And I was like, oh my God, I got to go to the dentist tomorrow. See, when people experience enough pain, when they've had enough, when they're at their boiling point, their breaking point, that's when they'll make a shift. So I guarantee you, if that man says, you know what, I need to have sex tonight. I need to go on a date tonight. I need companionship. I need to have a connection with a woman tonight. He'll do it. Same thing with women who talking about something, oh, I don't know if I ever get married. Dating sucks. I don't know if I'll be in a relationship. No. When a relationship becomes important to you, when dates become important to you,
that's a fact.
When a marriage becomes important to you, you'll get it.
That's a fact.
If we wanted to, we could snap our fingers and be married today.
That's a fact.
Just like that.
That's a fact.
It's not about, oh, I can't find a woman to marry. There's an abundance of them to marry. They're everywhere. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Woo. It's about us making the decision. Same thing with the guy. He needs to make a decision. He can have sex today. He can have a date today. He can have a relationship today. He can have a connection with a woman today. That's why you got to leave these procrastinated people alone. People were talking about, I want to lose weight. If you wanted to lose weight, you would have called the personal trainer. You would have signed up for a membership that's only $15 to $20, and you would get it done today.
Right now.
That's why when people start talking this mess about dating sucks, men suck, all of this stuff, you suck.
You're the problem.
You.
Yep.
It's you. And as soon as you are in enough pain, which I love just watching, because when I get clients, my clients come crawling. They're at the point where they tried everything.
Yep.
Not people who still have the answers, not people who have other options, people who know my value, they know what they need, and they want it now.
Yep.
That's when they come knocking on my door.
Right.
Hey, can you please coach
please,
me?
please.
I've been watching your YouTube channels. I read your books. I follow you on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, all of that stuff. And I need you to personally hold my hand and coach me through this process. That's the only type of people that I want to work with.
Exactly.
People who have been in enough pain and they want to make a difference. They want to make a change. They want to make a shift in their lives. I don't have time for people who want to debate me. I'm not debating people on whether or not dating in NYC sucks. I know dating in NYC does not suck because I'm a master at this and I don't have that experience. I don't have that pain to where I'm trying to move to another state because dating in NYC sucks. Dating in NYC does not suck. You suck at dating
That's a
in
fact.
NYC,
In NYC.
and you need a coach.
That's a
Someone
fact.
who's a master at getting exactly what he wants, just like that, at a snap of a finger,
That's a
every
fact.
single time. If you want bigger shoulders, chest, bicep, tricep, you need to talk to a guy who knows how to get it done. Stop saying that you don't know what to eat or you tried everything. You have not tried everything.
No, you didn't. Your personal trainer, first of all, if you have a personal trainer that's not fit,
you're messing up right there.
that's crazy to me. Your personal trainer belly is bigger than yours. How is he teaching you?
Right. Right. And
You gotta lead as an example.
that's with any type of coach. Like that's like if I was a coach who was overweight or insecure or had low self-esteem, low confidence, how could I teach you?
Exactly.
And I'm sure everybody watching this live, y'all know I'm not lying or BSing about any of this stuff that I'm talking about because I'm flowing with it just like that. Why am I flowing with it just like that? Because I'm experienced.
Yeah.
This is the truth that I'm telling you. This is real
life, yeah.
I wouldn't tell you that it's easy to date if it wasn't easy to date for me. I wouldn't tell you that it's easy to get into a relationship, a marriage, if it wasn't easy for me. I'm literally talking about a snap of a finger, a phone call. I can have them lined up just like that, and you can too.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about me when it comes to these principles. These principles are universal and are timeless, and they work for everybody.
Yep.
And it starts with you. You have to look yourself in the mirror, address some of your traumas, address some of your fears, doubts, insecurities, and also work on your strengths. Focus on your strengths. If you're a guy who's saying, I don't know how to approach a woman, all I have to ask you is, what is something that you do well, something that you take pride in? Are you a singer? Because I sing. I can attract a woman walking down the street singing. I've done it. Just singing, and the woman's like, oh, you sound good. And I say, oh, you look good.
Right.
And it's a vibe. And we
That's
start
it,
talking, and I say, which way you going? Well, I'm going, even if I'm going in that direction, I'll say, you know what, I'm going this way. So why don't we exchange numbers and talk later so that we can connect? You have to know your value and your strengths and use it, whatever it is. It could be working out. You could be on the streets doing pull-ups, push-ups. You're going to attract somebody. It's something inside of you that you're not using. That's why you can't attract anybody, because you don't see value in the thing that you got.
Yep.
You got to use the thing that you got. Forget if you don't have muscles. Forget if you can't sing. Forget if you don't have the gift of gab. What do you have that you're not using? Yep. Because every time you use it, especially with your target audience, it works. You got to know yourself.
Yep.
Now, I might not be attractive to project chicks, right? But guess what? I don't want project chicks. So it works out. You know, but every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then, you know.
You catch a freak real quick.
Yeah. But you know, for the most part, they don't want the open toe sandals guy, the clean. Most women think I'm gay. And I'm like, perfect, because now I get to program you. Since you're confused, since your wires are crossed, let me fix you real quick and fix you permanently. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get them behind closed doors, they're like, oh.
Everything changes, yeah.
Oh.
Everything changes.
Oh, you're not gay.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. Now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. I can't escape. I'm like, yeah, you made a mistake. But you have to use the thing that's inside of you to reel people in.
That's a fact.
It's as simple as that.
That's a fact.
Take some time to discover yourself.
Yeah.
Everybody has gifts. There's something inside of you, men and women. There's something inside of you. It could be service.
Some way, some shape or form. You
know
will inspire other people. If you can figure out what that is, you can figure out what's your purpose.
Yeah.
Or how to affect more people like that. Or how to master doing that. You know what I mean?
The thing is being whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
Be confident in it.
Yeah. That's very true.
You could love catching and releasing butterflies. Anything. Man, I guarantee you.
Catch and release them.
Man, I guarantee you, if you take photos and videos and your whole Instagram is nothing but catching and releasing butterflies, now you might not attract everyone, but you will attract someone.
Yeah.
And several someones.
That probably do the same thing too.
You're going to attract the people that are for you.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
They're probably going to be only getting butterflies with you, you know?
Yeah. Listen, you know, I don't have...
That's the beautiful part though.
I don't have experience with butterflies. But if I did, I would imagine that my success rate would go up.
Yeah.
What dude you know deals with butterflies?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm separated, as weird as it may be.
No, it's true.
I'm set apart from every other guy.
That's a fact.
Guys might make fun of it, but I'm like, you laughing. I'm laughing all the way to the bedroom.
I'll give you an example, bro. My nipples. My nipples are pierced. Most of my male friends laugh at me like, yo, bro, why? Why did you do that?
And the women
Come on, what the hell is wrong with you? Bro, every woman, bro, 99% of the time are like, wait a minute. Wait, your nipples is pierced? I didn't see that. Can I lick them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wanted my nipples to be licked. One of the ways to get them attention to get licked is getting them pissed.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It's all about finding the thing. And then once you find that one thing,
run with it.
You're gonna find more.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. Forget about women, fellas. And ladies, forget about men.
Yeah.
And I know you ladies have a lot of experience this. You've met a guy and the story that you're saying, oh, I was just minding my own business, and then here this guy comes out of nowhere. When you speak like that, what you're saying is you don't realize your value. Because
big facts.
When I attract people to me, I don't say, oh, I was just minding my own business. No, I say I was hot. I look good. I put out good energy. I'm funny. I'm charismatic. I make people want to be a part of my life. I expect abundance. I expect people to want to do business with me. I expect people to want to be with me and just associate with me. I'm not surprised. I am training people to want this from me. Psychologically programming people to look at me and say, that's the type of person I want to deal with.
Shouts to my guy Elliot, man. Elliot Wave just definitely donated $5, man. He said, don't you feel like if you get a chick that likes you for your looks and money, then it'll create a shallow relationship that won't last?
Women never are with me for my money. I mean, for my looks. Women like the way I mentally stimulate them. I'm a good-looking guy, but let me tell you, there's been instances where a woman will be like, oh, you look good, but that's not enough. Or they won't even be able to explain why they won't move forward, even though they're complimenting me on my looks. It's like you're complimenting me, but you won't give me the number. So it's not just about looks.
Exactly.
It's about mental stimulation. That's what I bank on.
That's a fact.
That's what I constantly bank on. I'm trying to figure out how can I stimulate her up here.
Don't get in her pants.
If she was a blind woman,
yes.
How could I stimulate her?
Yes.
Now it's a bonus that I'm a nice looking guy, but that's not what I bank on. I bank on what I'm going to say to you and how I'm going to make you feel.
Yep.
The way I look at you, how I'm going to stimulate you and get you excited about the experience you could possibly have with me.
Yep.
If you qualify.
Let's go. Because that's
you
very important.
qualify.
That's very important because you have to be able to qualify. I can't just say, okay, you have a vagina, so I'm going to put you on the pedestal to say, you know what? Because I want the vagina, I'm going to do this, that, and the third, just so that I could get with you. You don't even know if she qualified to be able to see if your energy was real, bro.
You know what? Listen up, y'all. I got to go live on my channel at 6:30 p.m., which is in 17 minutes.
Let's go.
So, you know, we got to end this. But I'm more than happy to continue this on my channel.
Let's go.
And
guys,
you can join me if you want. I don't know his schedule, but
yeah,
I'm going to go live on mine. It's going to be a 30-minute live. I do 30-minute lives every day on YouTube from 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys are available, we're going to continue this conversation. We just want to switch platforms. So y'all can follow me at Cheyenne Bostock on YouTube. I'm going to put it in the chat again right now.
Go follow his page right now, guys. I'm about to end my live. His channel, he's putting in the chat right now. I'm not going to end the live. Cheyenne Bostock. Yeah. I'm not going to end the live yet. I'm going to make sure you guys see it. We're going to start a podcast. Yep. See, y'all should podcast. Yo, we're gonna start a podcast, guys.
Just put the link.
Just put the link into the video, guys. So make sure you go switch over to the next live. I thank you everybody for supporting. Tune in because we got a whole bunch of special stuff coming for you guys. Podcasts, merch, programs. Not just programs for you to work out, but we also have programs for you to develop your mental state, to build up your confidence, for you to be able to just feel better about yourself every day, whether you're a man or even a woman. You feel me? So, guys, don't forget this, and I love you guys. Feel me?
If I can type it in on yours. I don't know if it showed up.
I can't type it up on mine.
Okay.
I can't type it on mine.
So it's Cheyenne Bostock, CheyenneBostock. And I'm going to go live in just a few minutes. Let me show you guys what my profile looks like.
Your opinion sound, I got you. We're going to do more videos like this.
Let me see if I can go to it really quickly. Bam. So I can get I don't know if it comes on backwards. The words might be backwards.
Oh, they saying no. Yo, thank you guys. I appreciate you. But don't worry. We got a lot more, and I see some good questions as well that I didn't get to answer, so we got a lot more to give you guys. Make sure you stay tuned. Thanks for the support. Always love.
And if you guys didn't get the link, I'm gonna ask him to post.
I'm gonna put it in the description.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Perfect.
The link to his page will be in the description right after this video, guys. Everybody you already know, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, smash everything except for my girl. If you smash my girl, just comment down below. Let me know how it was so I can do better. Feel me? Always and forever release that negative energy in the most positive way. Woohoo! Let's go.